Hi everyone, Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. This is my third time doing this intro today. I'm a little tongue-tied. Oh gosh. Anyway, thank you for joining me here in Vallejo, California. It's a little chilly today. Been a busy morning. I got some playtime and walked Hudson and did my yoga and got ready for class and having a pop-up on Sunday, so I'm getting ready for that as well. So I did another pop-up window, secret window kind of a thing in my larger book. I'm enjoying the larger book, larger images. I did one pop-up window in the last video, and I learned a lot, of course, and this is my take two. So I adjusted some things and did them a little bit differently in the take two pop-up window. So it was very fun. I hope you enjoy it. I kind of added supplies as I went along. So I used acrylic paints, my Stabilo, of course, some stencil, lid for circles. And jelly prints. That's what this whole thing is about, is using some of those fun jelly prints. So yeah, this was a great way to play with them. Michelle, thank you so much for your contribution. You know I always appreciate it. I've sent a little something something out to you. Remember that there's Patreon that you can join, $10 a month. You get the companion video, which is the video that you'll find on YouTube. You'll get a picture, a downloadable picture of the project, so you can have that, whether you start a file in your computer or in like a 3-ring binder or something like that, and step-by-step instructions. And then once a month I send out a little bundle of focal points or ephemera or something, and that's all done on your computer PDF. Okay? Also, Amazon links. Rosemary's always reminding me to mention that. I do try to put Amazon links to the products that I use in the videos to make it a little bit easier for you to shop. You should be able to click on the link, and the product that I used, like my baby blue brush, the silicone brush, the Stabilo, things like that, should be in a link under the video if I've gotten it together to do that. So, see you on the table. All right, this is the first pop-up that we did. I learned a lot, of course. This is the second pop-up that we're going to do. She's very fun. Used a button for a handle. Lots of stuff going on in the background. I used our jelly prints and acrylic. Circles, credit card, stencil, fun image. I think that's about all. Very fun. I wanted to show you this real quick from Jessica. These are watercolor paints. They got kind of warm in the transportation, but each little container is filled with watercolor paint, and it's got a magnet on the bottom, so I can travel with this. I think this is awesome. Thank you, Jessica. I am going to play in my larger book for a few minutes today. This page we used the Citrusolve pages for the background, and this side we're going to use our jelly prints. I just made strips out of my jelly prints, so we're going to play with those today. So I want to create a 2-page connection on this side. These pages are nice and thick, so I can get away with just 2 pages in the book. It's not a very big book. It's a big book, but it's not a thick book, I should say. Oh my gosh, my tummy's already growling. Oh well, there you have it. And let me see how many pages are in this book. About 70 pages in this book from start to finish. So it's not going to have that many when we are finished, but it's going to be fun. And I'm going to put some underpants down on this because a lot of the jelly prints we will be able to see through, because these particular jelly prints that I am going to be playing with are on the deli sheets. If you don't have deli sheets in your country, you have baking sheets or something, tracing paper or anything like that. The deli sheets here are very thin, and it's called dry wax that's on them. And I can't tell if the dry wax is on both sides or just one side. I can't tell. One side is a little bit shinier than the other, but not that much. All right, cover your page with your old book text, your underpants, and then we will come back and see what's next. The Mod Podge is still moist. I do not have to let that dry because I'm going to be adding right onto the top of it with these delicious deli sheets, jelly prints. Ooh, look at that ink move around. That's fun. That would be the spray ink. Use that as much as possible, thank you. And I'm just using the complete strip, just adding it in wherever. Just going to put some crisscross-wise. I don't want to put that on there. And these are just strips that I had left over from our first little adventure on this page. So I'm just using what I have on the table with me. clearly not enough Mod Podge there. All right, I'm gonna let it dry. I am going to make another pop-up to go with the pop-up on the right-hand side. I have a little dress. I have a face from my brand new Hot Doll. Thank you very much. So I went through and I just picked out some fun things for a collage. Is that going to fit on that page? It's always a concern. Sort of. Well, we'll do the best we can. Right? Okay. I am going to glue those pieces onto, I think this might be, oh, this is the other side of, I don't know. Something organic. Something organic. So I'm just going to glue my collage pieces on here. I'm such a fibber. I glued my collage together here. I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge on her, see if I can keep her from lifting some of those colors off when I touch her. We shall see. It may protect the magazine page, and it may not. Worth a try. Oh, I got some ink on there. Oh, that's unfortunate. And presto gono, almost. And what are the chances I can lift her off? Hoping pretty good. There we go. Now I'm going to put her on here. Ice cream man time. Kids are not quite back in school yet. He's hoping to make a sale. Creepy ice cream truck. Now I can do this with my silicone brush because there is some Mod Podge on my brush. Otherwise it would be pulling my paper right off. But now she is all protected. Okay, this is all dry. This page is all dry. I've grabbed this well-loved stencil that has been used many times for texture paste. Some pink paint. My silicone brush. Let's see if we can lay this flat at all. And just add some color to that stencil here and there. Good. Very nice. More. It's good. Well, if it's good, Lori Marie, then leave it alone. All right, dry time. I think it's about dry. I'm going to take the turquoise, put a dot up there, dot there, dot there, here and here. And I'm going to use the credit card or a gift card because I don't want it to be too even. I kind of want it to be smeary. And the gift card will do that for me. Beautiful. Dry. All right, while this finishes drying, I'm going to set that aside. Bring in my ever wonderful cutting mat. Bring in my focal point. And I'm going to use my X-Acto and I'm going to cut very closely around my focal point. All right, I'm still cutting her out. That plastic coating of the Mod Podge seems to be better. My fingers don't stick to her and remove some of her surface color, so that's a good idea. Make sure that to give yourself the treat of a new sharp blade as you are going through this. It makes a world of difference. There again, get nice and close so that the Stabilo does not have a huge job to shadow in. I'd rather you get a little bit too close than not close enough. Okay, she is all cut out. I'm just feeling her right now. This is what I want on her to open up, is a little heart with this bird underneath her window. What I'm looking at right now is the background with her, which I love the background. The background is great. Just wondering if it needs some white circles. Need to feel it for a minute. So I think what we're going to do is go in with white and make some circles and then pick up the corners of them, the sides of them with the Stabilo. So I have a little bit of titanium white here on my workspace. Good. Now I'm going to grab a piece of paper towel. Never done till you're done. All right, I'm going to grab a piece of paper towel and just lay it on that and absorb the excess. Looks like it might pick up a little bit of ink. That would be fun. And let that dry. All right, while that dries, I'm going to bring this heart in and cut that. Now what I know is I do want it hinged at the top, but I want it to look like a heart too. So we shall see what we can do about that. Put a little something something up there? I don't think so. I think this is going to be good. All right. Need to put something on the back of this. Need to put a little handle on that. Need to see where this bird is going to go. Can you see that? That's going to be great. Even not like that. Oh, we're going to have to, there. That's going to be good. Okay, I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Stabilo Spit and Smudge. Have fun with these circles. And just do this to as many circles as you want to do this to. And I'm going to go around the edge of the page with the Stabilo as well. Get it ready for our focal point. So what I'm going to do this time is place the inside of the pop-up where I want it. And I'm going to glue that down first. Last time I got a few too many wrinkles in that underlayer, so I'm going to do it this way so I can smooth it out a little bit better. At least that's my intention. She's going to be there, so this needs to come over a little bit. Oh, and down a little bit, and over a little bit more, and over. Oh, come on, aren't you even moving? There we go. That is how we want you. Good. While there's still some light on the table, I'm going to play for a minute. I found this old button with this rusty old wire in it. I think that's really, really fun. So I'm going to bring my crocodile in, pop a couple of holes in that heart. Put that rusty wire through there. Bring this real ratty looking button in, which I adore. Twist that. Oh no, my wire broke. Oh, it was such a good idea. All right, we'll see if we can use another part of that wire. Maybe it's so rusty that and fragile. We're going to try it again. Try it again. If not, we'll go on to plan B, right? Like we have a plan B. We'll find a plan B. Nope, not going to work. All right, plan B. Plan B was to go to my bookbinding threads. And we're going to put the button on with that. I have limited time because, oh, I want a little bit. What I'm going to do is tie a knot here so it's not flat against her heart. It's going to work as a shank. There we go. So it's easier to lift because there's a spot between the button and her heart. Limited time because handsome hubby's in the shower and I'm supposed to be making dinner. So hurry, Lori Marie, hurry. Okay, good job. There we go. Very fun. Ta-da. Ta-da. All right. So I'm going to turn this over, put my book aside. Don't want to get that all yucky. And I'm going to grab a piece of that jelly print. And I'm going to glue it to the back of that heart. So I'm going to go around the heart with my X-Acto and just recut that. Right through that jelly print. Okay, so life got in the way yesterday, so I'm back at the table this morning. One thing that did bother me about our first pop-up was the edge of this being raw or not dark. So what I'm going to do is I am going to darken the edge of that. I grabbed some, there we go, that's better. It's the Black Soot Distress Paint. See how high I can get that. And then I also want to put some around here. Maybe if I push this through, I can get that edge a little bit more. Dunno, gonna try. Alright, that feels better in my world. Bring in my tacky glue. I ripped off some of that paper. That was really hard to cut through. I think I had like a plastic coating on it or something. So I want to get up to the edge of that pop-up, but I don't want the glue on the actual heart. Of course, I want that to be free to move about. So I'll just take the glue up to the edge. Right, I just smooshed all the tacky glue around. I think I got everything covered pretty well. To the ever shrinking play space. Place that where I want that. And you got it. I can still sit on it. So I'm going to put a deli sheet on there. I'm sure there's a clean one around here someplace. I'll put a deli sheet on her, and then I will sit on her and flatten her out. But if you don't have time to sit on her, or it doesn't work for you to sit on her, put some heavy books on her, on your pop-up. Okay, she's pretty well stuck down. I think I'll stabilo her and then stick her back under some heavy books just to make sure. So I'm going to go around everything as usual, with the Stabilo and shadowing that in. So do that however you choose to do. Spit and smudge. Little brush. Sponge. You know the drill. I'm about halfway through. I've Stabiloed half of her. So I just want you to see the difference between the Stabilo side and the non-Stabilo side. And then you can be the judge whether you want to use Stabilo or not. I love Stabilo. I used my grungy fingers and just grunged up the thread on the button a little bit so that that doesn't look too new. Blend that in a little bit. She is wonderful. I'm going to, of course, take the paint pen in. Just a few dots. I always say that when I do more than just a few. But they are so fun. All right, now it's your turn. Go create, go play, go have fun. Yay for Pop Pop.